That sounds delicious. I'm actually getting hungry. I mean, it's kind of early in the morning here, but I could have risotto for breakfast.
Welcome to the Italian Wine Podcast Lockdown series. Every Monday we'll be connecting with Italian wine people. Join us to find out what they're doing and drinking today. This podcast is brought to you by Colangelo and Partners, the leading fine wine and spirits agency in the US. Visit Colangelo and Partners on www.colangelopr.com.
Hi, Luca.
Hi, Susanna.
So nice to see you.
Me too. It's wonderful.
It's been such a long time. This wasn't the circumstance that I thought I would see you in. I thought I would meet you at Vinitaly under the Prosecco tent and have some risotto.
In Vinitaly was better, but now this is the occasion, the only that we have, then enjoy.
Absolutely. And it's interesting to see you with an apron on. So are you cooking?
Yes, I want to cook you an Italian dish, a Veneto dish.
What are you going to make?
I make a risotto with asparagus.
That sounds delicious.
I explain to you what is possible to make with some simple ingredients.
That sounds delicious. I'm actually getting hungry. I mean, it's kind of early in the morning here, but I could have risotto for breakfast. Do you use Prosecco in your risotto?
Yes, sometimes in the recipe I put also a Prosecco because it's possible to have a risotto more creamy and just a little bit of acidity and then is a good ingredient.
That sounds delicious. Can you give us some tips as to what to do to make a better risotto? Is there a secret ingredient?
No, I think that you need good ingredients as a good rice and a good asparagus and some grana padano, okay? Mm-hmm. And I forgot to have butter and butter, and then salt and pepper and olive oil.
Okay.
Yes, I like a lot cooking. Susanna, can I make the risotto at the moment?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. I'm excited.
Just a moment, because yes, I need to. I have some broth, and
okay.
Because it's not simple. We need about 50 minutes. Then I have already done some
preparatory work.
Yes, I have. Yes, you can see I have already put the asparagus in the. And the rice now. Okay. Yes, in this period I have chosen to do what normally I can't do, and then I have the occasion to read some books both, and I never have the occasion to read, and then and also to stay with family.
I understand. I know. I'm homeschooling my son too. It's an interesting, different period of time. So, do you stir the risotto a lot? Or do you just stir it once every few... Quanto si mescola?
About 15 minutes we need about. And it's not necessary to stay every time to mescolare?
Stir.
Yeah, just on sometimes, okay, and then okay, this is good. This way.
So is the heat high or low? It's hard for me to see how high it is. Medium.
Medium, yes, perfect.
Because my rice, whenever I make a risotto, it gets very sticky on the bottom of the pan. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. If I'm putting the heat, the fuoco too high, or if I should make it lower.
For cooking the rice at the medium level is fine. I have no particularly secrets. I think that for me the most important is choose a good rice. I use Carnaroli. Is for the risotto is for me is the il migliore.
The best.
The best.
That's interesting. And so while you're cooking, I just wanted to ask you if you're thinking of what you might want to do when this time is over. Is there something that you can't wait to do when you get out of the house again?
I want to walk around the Dolomiti, the mountain not far from here. Okay, just a moment. I stop the boat. Okay.
What are we doing now?
And then I want to return to make fly around the world to explain, to speak about Prosecco.
Of course, I understand. So, do you slowly put the broth into the rice? Do you put it in a little bit at a time? A little bit at a time?
Yes.
Did you make the broth? Is it homemade broth?
Yes, with I told in Italy, and you translate with tomato. I know sedano. I don't know.
Celery.
Onion. And meat. Okay. And
with the bones, you made the broth with the bones.
Yes.
All right. Well, that looks good. That's the other thing that I always have trouble with when I make a risotto. I either put too much broth in or not enough. You know, I'm never sure how much to put in at any time. Oh, look at you. That's what I would like right now.
No, I need to use for the, I put just a little bit of Prosecco in the risotto at the moment.
Oh, that sounds great. I thought you were going to pour me a glass.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay.
So you put the broth in first and then the Prosecco?
Yes.
Okay. Because it makes it creamier?
Yes. And then we use also just a little bit of butter, but at the end, because it is not a good way to cook the butter. And then only.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you put salt and pepper in too? Do you use any other spices?
Yeah, no, only salt and pepper.
Only salt and pepper.
And just a little bit of pepper we put at the end.
Okay. So since you've been home and not walking in the mountains, do you, in your family, do you exercise at home? I know I'm trying to exercise at home because it's so easy to gain so much weight just eating great things like risotto, right?
Yes. I think that at the moment, it's all changed. And then we need to understand the good way to stay at home, to produce, to make work, to make school for the children. And in another way, is all is changed. But I think that is also a good occasion to rethink our life.
Our way of life. Yes, I agree. Yes. I agree with you.
We need to try to understand the positive things that happened.
So I was thinking, I didn't know that about you, that you like to hike so much in the mountains. It's interesting the things you find out about people. I mean, I've known you, I think maybe not 10 years, but almost a long time. Maybe 10 years.
Yes.
That's interesting. Yes. And I've certainly never seen you in your apron. How's our risotto going? How's the risotto?
Yes. I think that we are quite ready. I asked to my son if I keep the butter, il burro.
I always forget something. Yeah, I always forget something. Butter?
Yes, is it right? Yes.
Do you use a lot of butter? But I'm just looking at how much butter that is.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That looks like a nice amount. And
next time when we come in the United States, we will make a risotto
together. I'd love that because I just don't have that technique. I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting to me the way different people cook. You can tell by the way they use certain utensils, things that they're very used to doing. All right.
Okay. In Veneto, the risotto we call all'onda, not very un po' più umido. I don't know.
Okay, all'onda. All'onda would mean like on the wave, I think. But what you mean is it's not totally dry, right?
Yes.
It has a little liquid?
Yes. Okay.
That's interesting. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Look at that. That looks delicious. I'm really getting hungry. Ah, okay. That looks beautiful.
Yes, and then we can use pepper. Okay, just a little bit. Okay.
That looks great.
And then I bring some grana padano.
Yeah, that looks great. You know, as you're doing this, I'm thinking if you ever don't want to work at the Prosecco Consortium, you could always try to have a TV show. You're kind of looking very professional with your mandolin and your parmigiano and, you know, your Prosecco.
Yes, because I think that's we need to promote not only Prosecco, all the Italian way of life. And our way of life, we need to have a good glass of wine. We need to have rice. We need to have cheese. And as a consortium of Prosecco, we try to work with other consortium. We work a lot with San Daniele ham, with Gorgonzola cheese, and we try to make what is in Italian can call sistema.
Right.
Un sistema. We need
a network.
In particular, in their occasion, I think that's is the moment to understand that we are all in the same boat when we try to work everybody insieme. Non mi viene,
together. Mm-hmm. So, looking forward to seeing you again, Luca. That risotto looks delicious. And I can't wait till the next time you can make it for me in person.
Yes, it was a good occasion when we come in the United States to stay with you, and I will be very happy to cook you and to your family my risotto.
Thank you. And I do think you could have a cooking show. It's a whole new look for Luca Giavi. Alla tua.
Salute, cin cin, viva, auguri.
Auguri a te, a voi, alla famiglia. Ciao, buona Pasqua, happy Easter.
Buona Pasqua.
Ciao.
Ciao.
See you next Monday for another Virtual Wine Journey Italian Wine Podcast Lockdown series.